I'm going to show you exactly what to promote to drive traffic to your restaurant, and we're going to bust a food cost myth while we're at it. Now, what does food cost have to do with restaurant marketing? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hey. So, what does Led Zeppelin, the Smashing Pumpkins, and 50% food cost have to do with marketing? You're about to find out. Okay, so you probably heard of Led Zeppelin. They've got that song Stairway to Heaven. I go see them one time, right? And I'm telling you, by the end of the show, they'd done an encore and they left the stage again. Everybody's waiting. Okay, Stairway to Heaven, right? And then the lights went on. That concert was over. There was an audible gasp from the crowd. And you know what? It turns out they're tired of Stairway to Heaven. They don't like playing it anymore. Doesn't matter that that's why everybody came here. They're tired of it. Now check this out. I go to the Smashing Pumpkins years later, and two of my favorite songs, 1979 and Perfect. Okay, guess what? Smashing Pumpkins played Stairway to Heaven, but they didn't play Perfect, one of the biggest hits they ever had. Why? Hey, Billy's tired of it. You know what I say to Billy Corgan? Eat that. I flew to Portland, Oregon, met my daughter. We had front row tickets, and they don't play one of the biggest hits they've ever had. Urgh. And so my point here is that you get tired of your advertising and promoting long before your customers do. And that's because you are around it all the time. Oh, we've promoted this, we've advertised this. I need to try something new. No. What you need to do is keep promoting what attracts people and brings them into your restaurant. All you got to do is pull a report off your POS, find out what your top selling items are. That's what gets people in the door. That's what you lead with in your advertising. And that leads me to another thing that came up recently. So I'm on a call with a client, right? And he was talking about promoting his pepperoni pizza instead of his combo because, guess what? The pepperoni had a lower food cost. When I asked about this, it turns out his food rep is Pinhead Accountant, and every seminar he'd ever attended about food cost told him he's going to go broke if it goes over, let's say, 30% or so. So let's debunk this myth right now. In my book, Gun to the Head Marketing, I do talk about food cost and contribution margin. So let's turn to the board and see what contribution is all about. Now let's say that you have exactly 100 guests tonight and they're all going to order whatever you're promoting, right? So let's say you have 3 dinner items on your menu. You got steak, you got salmon, you got chicken. Now food cost on the steak is, 50%. Salmon is 40% and chicken is 30%. So looking at it that way, you have a 70% profit margin on your chicken, right? You got 60% on the salmon, but you only have 50% on the steak. Okay, and since these numbers are a little small, let me get them on the board a little bigger for you.
Make no mistake, I had a great time with my daughter, but that concert was far less than perfect.
So what we got here is we're going to sell 100 chicken dinners at 15 bucks a pop. Our food cost is $4.50 on that. Salmon dinners, 20 bucks a pop. Our food cost is going to run us 800 bucks. And the steak dinner, we're selling at $30, and our food cost is going to run $1,500. But being as we have the lowest food cost here, some folks, the guy I talked about earlier, are more inclined to promote this than this. But let's see, does that make sense? What happens when we sell 100 of these puppies at those price points? Well, what happens is that we've generated about $1,050 in gross profit on the chicken. We've pulled in $1,200 on the salmon, but we've made $1,500 in gross profit on the steak dinner. So oddly enough, the steak dinner at 50% gives us more money that we take to the bank tonight and pay our bills with tomorrow. Okay, so how do you use this in your restaurant? Well, listen, there's a certain price that's going to sell more of just about anything. And it could be higher, it could be lower, but just be aware that if you're setting prices based strictly on, hey, it cost me $5 to make it, so I'm going to sell it at 15, you might be missing the boat. You might be selling less than you should, especially if some of your nearby competitors have something very similar or the same at a lower price. So don't go strictly off food cost. Contribution margin is the money you put in the bank, and it's what pays the bills. So if you have a low food cost item that sells like crazy, keep promoting it. But if you have a popular high food cost item, eyeball the contribution margin. Maybe it makes sense to nudge the price up a little, maybe down, to sell more of it. And let me get clear, I am not suggesting that you cut prices willy-nilly. Just be aware that a lower price or even a larger portion on certain items could drive more traffic, sell more side items, and make you more money at the end of the day. Promote what sells and consider food cost along with contribution margin, but not in place of it. I'll see you next time. And if you found this video helpful, please do me a favor and tickle that thumbs up button down there. I'd really appreciate that. And if you're not already subscribed and you want to learn how to attract more customers and grow your restaurant business, make sure to hit the subscribe button right now so you don't miss anything. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.